Welcome to week 11 and all the strikes and the Palmer raids and the Memorial Day massacres. This is like a really explosive week, and it's got so much of why unions are important. People were still fighting to get unions. They were willing to do anything. And as you can see, and as you go through the YouTubes, there's so much physical violence. I highly recommend that you watch the Wobblies because it'll give you a breadth of information about why the Wobblies came into being and why people are still like Starbucks people and folks like that still are trying to join the Wobblies, which are barely surviving, but they are a union still. And also to watch Mate One. It's a wonderful movie. You might want to have a couple friends watch it with you, or your family. It just tells the history of this town. It's pretty it's done so well, and Chris Cooper plays the union organizer. James Earl Jones is one of the scabs that's brought in, and there's an incredible speech in the movie, which you can also Google just the speech, but there's an incredible speech in the movie where Chris Cooper, the IWW organizer, explains that if you don't include all the people, everyone, all workers in a union, the IWW is one big union. If you don't include them all, then you're not really a union. Union stands for unity, coming together. So it's a very powerful movie. The acting is so good. The story is exciting. It doesn't have a lot of romance. Just a little hint of something. Nothing happens. A great deal of history of what those miners had gone through prior to this. So it's really a fabulous movie. So that's why I don't have any book reading assignment, but I do have so many YouTubes for you to watch. Most of them are only 5 to 10 minutes max, except for those two movies. And I think you can put them on in the evening or the morning whenever your time is off and just watch it for also entertainment value. But they're so very valuable. So this is really an explosive time. Now with your discussion, I've given like 5 questions that you can respond to. Please go choose 1 or 2 and go into depth. And when you respond to the other participants, make sure that I don't want to say challenge them, because that sounds like you're saying what's wrong with their post, but like that you add something, that what your responses to other participants is about adding something to their statements, expanding each other, helping each other, teaching each other what you got from what happens at the Palmer raids, or sending back those over 500 immigrants, that some of them were just immigrants. They were not anarchists. Or what you get from the massacre, the Memorial Day Massacre, or what you get from Frank Litto being hung in Montana, or the fact that there's a bounty on his head, or the fact that there's hired guns that sit around and are aiming at the workers while they're working, or the fact that if the wives can't pay the bills of their dead husbands, they are used as sex objects, not objects, but sexual basically they're pushed into prostitution. This is the America that we don't hear about, and this is why unions are so important. So anyway, it's a great week. Please enjoy it. For me, it's like these are the things that got me radicalized beyond inequality of the different cultural groups. So, and then yesterday, I went into a bookstore that finally opened here, and I found this book. It's amazing. And it's all about the strikes all over the country. I wish I would have found it earlier, I'll probably use some towards the end because it goes all the way up to 2019. So a great book if this really turns you on, if this is something that motivates you to be active in your union or to be active in any social justice. This is a terrific book. And if I can find Labor's Untold Story, which is a very old book, that's also a good one. But I'm sure everything's in here because this is strikes, major strikes. Okay, have a good week. I hope you are really getting enthused about your part in America.